everyone, hope you're well. Welcome back to my channel. It feels like forever since I did one of these sit down chatty kind of videos rather than vlogs. There's been a lot of vlogs going on over on our channel at the moment, mainly just because it's been such a crazy couple months. It's been so busy and I've kind of been here, there and everywhere, and we've just had a lot going on, so I thought I'd sit down and do a little bit of a chatty life update. I sometimes feel like these videos, when I'm doing them, feel a bit self-indulgent, just sat here talking about myself and whatever, but I think because so many of you invest so much time into watching our vlogs and following us on social media and things like that, there's always a lot of questions, there's always a lot of interest in what's going on in our lives, and I love that. That's so lovely. So I feel like doing something like this is a good way of just keeping everyone updated without sounding like really big-headed that everybody should be really interested in what we're doing. But yeah, so last month, so it's the kind of end of July now, last month we went on holiday for a week. It was really lovely. It was a bit bittersweet because Rob was obviously in his pre-deployment leaves. They usually get 4 weeks-ish, give or take, before they go away for about 6 months. So it was really nice, but the problem was I was working for all of it. The kids were mainly in nursery because we pay for them all year. And just with the way the timings fell, I ended up having 2 hen weekends the weekends before he went as well. So yeah, it was really hectic. And pre-deployment leave's also really bittersweet because you're so happy you're finally getting some time with them because he's been away most of the year. But then you know what it's counting down to and you know why you're getting that time, and it's just, especially the last 2 weeks, you spend the whole of the last 2 weeks just kind of waiting for them to go, and it's really horrible. And I don't want to get emotional. Why am I getting emotional already? Whew. Anyway, so we went on holiday to Greece. We had a really good time, lovely resort. Did 2 vlogs, so I'll pop them below if you're interested in seeing what we got up to. But yeah, really lovely family holiday. It was really nice to have time together, reconnect. I didn't do much work at all. I just had a few bits and pieces I needed to tie up when we first got there. So lots of quality time, and it was really lovely. Then just after that, literally a couple of days after that, I went off to Croatia for Lucy from Lucy and the Bumps hen weekend, which I've literally just put the vlog up now, catching up, so I'll pop that below as well. Really good time, really good fun, big group of girls. There was almost 20 of us, but it all went well, good plans, had lots of fun. So again, you'll be able to see what we got up to. I don't really need to talk about it in the vlog below if you're interested. But yeah, her wedding's in a few weeks and I'm so excited, and almost got an outfit, so I'm sure we'll vlog that as well because it'll be at the weekend. And then came back, did a couple of days of work, and then went straight on another hen weekend to Madrid for one of my best friends from Holland, from secondary school, who I loved a bit, and that whole group of friends. We went to Madrid to a music festival called Mad Cool for a kind of long weekend. I had to come back a day early. Basically the story was, because quite a lot of people asked on Instagram, originally I was coming back on the Sunday and Rob was deploying on the Wednesday or Thursday, so I'd taken 3 days off work to have 3 full days with him, take the kids out of nursery, loads of quality time. We're even maybe going to go away for a night, go do something really lovely with the kids. And then unfortunately, the usual chat with the Royal Navy, his date got pulled forward by 3 or 4 days, so he ended up going on the Sunday. So I had to come back from the hen weekend on the Saturday, so a day early, and then literally only got about 12 hours with him before we had to go drop him at Prize Norton. I did do a deployment day vlog as well, which was really hard. It was really hard to edit as well. But yeah, so that was about almost 2 weeks ago now, so it's still, it shouldn't be as raw as it is. It's still really, I'm kind of fine when I'm not talking about it, and then as soon as I sit down and talk about it or talk to someone about it, I get a bit like, ugh. But oh my goodness, the response I had on that video was incredible. Like, if any of you guys watched it and commented, thank you so much, because it truly blew me away. And Rob saw it before he went off to sea, when he's got out to where he is, and even he was just like, it's incredible. Like the comments on Instagram, the messages on YouTube, all the private messages. I was genuinely really blown away by it all, and just sort of knowing there's that amount of people that I haven't even met in real life behind us and supporting us is just, oh, it's unreal. It really helps. So thank you. Things have been a bit kind of weird and up and down since he went. It's just been that kind of adjustment period again, like really big emotions that are hard to sort of control. So he left on the Sunday and I just went to work as normal on the Monday, but it was really hard being at work. I'm lucky that where I work there's a lot of ex-forces people, so really understanding, so much support. Literally everyone on my team sort of spoke to me at some point by myself and was like, anything I can do to help, like, I know it's rubbish, I know there's nothing I can say to make it better, but we're here for you, and this, that and the other. So that's been a huge support. I've really struggled this time compared to last time because I've just I don't know, like I'm not escaping this time. I'm not going back to Scotland properly. I'm here with 2 kids instead of 1 kid this time by myself. I'm not pregnant, which is good. A little bit less stress there. But we also are very good friends that lived across the road that we're really close to, that were a huge support in any like emergencies or emergency childcare, whatever else. They moved a couple of months ago, so I don't have them anymore. And a few of my Navy friends also obviously have a lot going on as well, with their husbands being away or them being away, and it's just a whole different ball game this time compared to the last deployment. The last deployment was awful and horrible, but this one seems like it's going to be even more challenging, and I genuinely sorry. Just at this moment in time I don't really understand how I'm actually going to get through it all, because he's not back till January and there's so much he's missing, like Isla's starting school, Lachlan's birthday, Christmas, New Year, wedding anniversary, Isla's last day at preschool, celebration thing at preschool, and just a lot of things, as well as the day-to-day things he misses. I think the kids are at an age now where he is missing like a lot more, and he's feeling it a lot more this time. Again, a lot of questions about contact and how much contact we have with him. It's very up and down. When they're alongside or near shore, then he's usually got a local SIM card he uses, and he tries to use the Wi-Fi to WhatsApp and whatever else. It's never really a very good connection for video calls. Last deployment we got about 4 or 5 video calls, and they were pretty rubbish, and they made the kids even worse because they weren't like, it was just hard to talk, and you talk over each other and there's a delay, and it's just so yeah, we've had 1 video call which was all right, and then 1 which was awful. And yeah, they're at sea, and when they're at sea it's just emails, or they get a calling card they can call off like a satellite phone on the ship, which is always fun as well, because it's often like delays in that, and the background noise is horrendous, but it's better than nothing. Sometimes there is nothing, sometimes they go to a particular place or they're doing a particular thing and it just all goes down and you don't hear from them for however long it needs to be. And sometimes you do get warning, sometimes you don't get warning. It's just, yeah, it's a bit of a roller coaster with contact as well, which it's kind of better just to keep really busy, and just when you hear from them it's really great, but don't expect to hear from them, sort of thing, which is hard on the kids. Not so much Lachlan. Lachlan's been all right. He's been, the first couple of days he was like da 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 da, like, so obviously he doesn't talk very much, and he was like looking under the bed to see if Rob was hiding and looking under the stairs. But then after that he's not really mentioned him, which is quite sad. But he has a video recording that I play to him every night of Rob reading a story to him, and he does often go, oh, da 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 da, and he's really happy to have that, so hopefully that'll like reinforce his memory. And also he's got a Huggable Hero on the way, should arrive today or tomorrow, so again hopefully that visual thing will be better for him, because he doesn't get the whole voice call thing, obviously he's under 2. And even Isla kind of struggles a little bit with the voice call thing. She likes to speak for a couple of minutes, or not even that, but then she wants to see him, so it's a bit, yeah. And Isla has been an absolute mess, bless her. It was horrible. She kind of assumed, like on the 2nd day he'd gone, that we were going to pick him up. She was getting in the bath and she was dancing and she was really happy, and I was like, oh, like, what are you so happy about? And she was like, oh, I go to put my nice jammies on and we go to pick up Dada tonight. And I was like, oh, no. And it's been really hard explaining to her. We've got everything we could get. We've got so many books. I'll do a few videos on the ways that we're helping the kids cope with it and whatever, for those that it's of interest to. We've got a lot of books this time. She's obviously all about the books. I got a deployment board thing made up, which I think I showed in the deployment vlog, which has been really good. But because she's at that funny age where she knows what's going on, she understands a long time and a short time, but doesn't actually understand days, weeks, months. It's hard to explain to her, it's hard to get it through that it's going to be a very long time. Even if I say after Christmas, she suddenly thinks Christmas this next week, and it's been really hard with her. She's kind of gone into herself a bit, and she also gets really, really angry really quickly, which obviously 4-year-olds all do, but it's just different. You know, when you just know your child and you just know it's different and it's not normal behaviour for her. And she's been getting really emotional at nursery, and when I went out with work the other night, just literally for like someone's leaving dinner, and we used a babysitter who's really lovely, that we use a lot, that she knows and she likes, she really broke down. Like, I couldn't get her off me, and she was just shouting at me and saying that she didn't want me to go, just like Dada. And stuff like that. I'm trying to explain to her exactly where I was going, what I was doing and how long it would be, and this, that and the other was really hard. In the end she was all right, and she stayed up a bit later. And then I think because I'd said, oh, if you're awake when I come home, I'll come give you a kiss. She obviously went to sleep for a little bit, woke up and then was just waiting, because as soon as I came in, Becky was like, I hear her little feet. And then she was sitting at the stairs and she was waving and clapping, and she was so happy I was home, bless her. And she hugged me, and she's not that affectionate. She's like, she'll give hugs and kisses, but it's not like, Lacon's quite clingy. He's gone very, very clingy actually with everything that's going on, like really clingy. But Isla's not really like that, but she just wouldn't let go. She was like a little koala and she wouldn't let go of me. So yeah, she's on a bit of an emotional roller coaster at the moment, but hopefully it'll settle down soon. Other things that have been going on, obviously gearing up for Isla starting school and stuff. So lots of transition days and things which she's done okay with. She hasn't done as well with as I thought she would. In her nursery, she's at just now, she's a bit of a big fish in a small pond sort of thing. She knows everyone. She kind of like loves playing by herself, but loves playing with people. And she's always like a little bit of a ringleader and this, that and the other, and very, very confident. But then at these transition days at school, it was very strange to see her really like hang back and sort of sit at the back and not answer any questions, even though I knew she knew the answers to some of the questions they were asking about stories. And it was quite hard to see a more vulnerable side of her. And then when they were all out playing, she didn't really want to go play with anyone, which again was really hard. But I'm on a Facebook group for the school, and hopefully I'm going to do a few play dates with people in her class before we start, because I think a few of them have been saying that their kids are going through the same sort of thing. So hopefully she'll be fine. I'm sure she'll be fine, but it's just another thing that's going on. We're going home this weekend, which is really exciting. Going home to Aberdeen. I was just like, I need to go home. I just need to. I need that little boost of seeing my family and going home, because I haven't been properly home. I was in Scotland a couple months ago but didn't go home. We had a wedding and a funeral and I wasn't home, so I've not been home in quite a while, and I get really homesick. I'm such a homebody and I love my family, so very excited about that. I managed to work it out with work because flights were an absolute nightmare this time. Absolute nightmare. I'm flying from Heathrow, which I never do, but it was just kind of my only option, and price wise Gatwick was insane, Southampton was insane. So yeah, but very excited about going home and seeing the fam. Another kind of big thing that I've sort of taken a step into actually doing, finally, I got diagnosed back in February with anxiety and like PTSD symptoms just from Lacon's first year and stuff like that. And it's taken me a very long time to actually go and find somewhere to go, because I didn't go NHS because I've got private healthcare with work. They basically said the NHS would be a very, very long waiting time, and I was like, oh, it's fine anyway, because I'm covered, I think, for that sort of thing with my healthcare insurance. So because it was down to me to do it rather than just being on a waiting list and waiting for an appointment, I kind of just been so busy and just put it off and put it off and put it off. But things have gotten a lot worse, especially since Rob's gone away. I'm not really sleeping. I kind of lie awake at night because I'm convinced I'm going to die in the night. Saying it out loud is ridiculous, but I genuinely stay awake at night because I'm scared that I'll die and the kids will be in the house by themselves and no one will come find them. And just my checking things has gone kind of like through the roof, and just the anxiety symptoms have stepped up massively. So I'm like, yeah, I probably need to really do something about that. So I phoned my healthcare insurance, got all the referral stuff and whatever done, and I've got 3 people to kind of check out and go and see and go get some treatment with. So I think it's a good thing. It's a weird thing because obviously I've done this sort of thing before in the past for my eating disorder, so I don't have any like shame in talking about it or think there's a stigma or to or whatever, but I just feel like I shouldn't feel these feelings. I shouldn't be suffering with anxiety. Like I don't know why. I feel like I'm quite a strong person, and it's just very strange for someone to literally, and it's all these symptoms that I didn't even know were part of anxiety, like speaking really fast or slurring your words or getting confused or mixing words up, which I do a lot of. Getting like, I get this feeling in my throat where I feel like my heart's going like it's beating at the wrong time, and then it comes into my throat and it makes me cough a lot, which is really strange. But I've been getting that a lot more than I used to. Getting very angry very quickly, and just all these, because you think with anxiety it's just that you feel anxious and worried all the time, but it actually manifests in a lot of different ways that I didn't really realise. So yeah, anyway, hopefully I'll get all that sorted, and I'll keep you updated if you're interested. And yeah, apart from that, work's incredibly busy, day work and blog and YouTube work, which is great. Blog and YouTube work is very, very, very busy, so thank you for all the support and all the stuff we do, because doing the paid stuff means that I can do a lot of this organic stuff as well, because it's sometimes hard to balance the two, and I say no to more things at the moment than I say yes to. Paid work wise, we only do stuff that we're really into or really interested in or really want to do. So when I do produce something and I put it out and you guys support it, that really does mean a lot, because it means that I can afford to actually do all the other stuff I do that's just me and just normal. A few very exciting things in the pipeline. I'm gonna be that really annoying person of one of them that I can't talk about just now, but hopefully I can soon. And yeah, that's about it. Gonna get an accountant because I'm really struggling on that front, and just generally really struggling to keep up with the blog and YouTube stuff. So I don't know what the answer is. I don't know whether to do it more or do it less or step away from it or find an agent. I don't know. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at life-wise. Got exciting things coming up, 2 weddings in August, 1 in Holland, so going back to Holland with my family for a long weekend, which will be really good. Really can't wait to sort of stay where we actually, near where we lived, near the city we lived in, and it'll be good for the kids, for us to have loads of things planned. I'm trying to plan a few things each month just to keep really busy, and that's it. I think I've rambled on for long enough. This has gone on much longer than I thought it would, but yeah, thanks so much for watching as ever, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you very soon. Bye!